want to share with you something I created with a client today that is creating him as more of a delegator. And so before we delegate things, we think we need to do it all ourselves. And intellectually, we understand that in order to scale and to have more free time so I could do new things, I need to delegate this stuff. But there's the intellectual understanding of it, but then there's the actual practice of it. And in the practice, you meet this feeling of wanting to maintain control of all the things that you are doing. And so how do you meet that? How do you meet that challenge? You just feel the fear and do it anyway? You can do that and rip the Band-Aid off. But one of the things that I'm really interested in is how there's always fear inside wisdom. So inside this fear of losing control, there are nuggets of wisdom and value that actually would be really useful for you to slow down and look at, because you could use that in your delegation. So let me give you an example. I have a client who just got a bunch of marketing materials created, and he's kind of become a bottleneck because he needs to review these materials before they go out and they start being used. So I said, do you really need to do that? Can somebody else do that for you? He's like, oh, I need to do it. But why? Why do you need to do it? Because it's just not going to get done well if I don't do it myself. So some people would just challenge at that point, well, that's your fear, just delegate it. We can get there, but let's slow down for a second. What are you actually afraid of? What are you worried is going to happen? Well, I'm worried they won't make choices that are good choices. Well, what is a good choice? What's important to you about these marketing materials? What is it that you really want? Well, I want them to be good, but more specifically. You mean what makes a good marketing material? Well, let me think about it. Well, it needs to be like this, and I would want it to have this kind of thing to get across and to have our company look this way. Oh, so there are specifics that matter to you beneath this conceptual idea that I want it to be good. So you're meeting the experience of control at good, but actually there's things that really matter to you. And so if you take the time to slow down and you ask yourself, why do I want to do it myself? What is it? What's the specific thing that I value, that I want to be created, that I would be looking for and I would be identifying? That's the gold at the bottom, which is covered in shit, and where you're meeting it at. The fear is the shit, the gold is the thing that you actually value. So beneath this control is something that's actually important to you, that you're trying to control to make sure you get. But if you slow down and you ask yourself, why do I want to do this? Like, what is it really important to me that comes out? And you mine through that shit, drill through that like old dried up caked shit of fear down into what it is that you actually specifically value, then you can actually write this stuff down, or you can at least know it consciously, and you can be like, you know what, I want these marketing materials to have this, this, and this, and then to look this way, or the branding to, this is what's important to me specifically. I can articulate it so it can be understood. Then I can take that understanding about what it is that I specifically want, and I can bring it up to the surface, and I can then communicate that to another human being, and I can be like, this is exactly what I want. This is what I'm looking for. So I want you to review these materials and find the content, the results of this, that matches this. And when you get that, then go and publish it and put it out into the world. And so this is a transformation from control management to leadership. And the way that you do that is you find out what is the thing that you're trying to control for? What is the thing that really matters beneath the control? And then once you contact that, then bringing it up to the surface, articulating it and delivering it as an instruction, as a form of leadership, and trusting that they'll be able to get from where they are to that specific thing, which is a lot more easy for people to do when you can actually articulate it, right? So most people live in this place of trying to control, to do it the way that they want to do it, but they're not even conscious of what the thing that really value are that they're trying to control into place. They just know that if they do it, they'll get it. And so because they aren't conscious of it, they can't articulate it in a way that other people can rise to create it. So in order to delegate more, to become more of a delegator, you need to slow down and not just beat yourself up for controlling and try to feel the fear and do it anyway and lead anyway and just let people do it. Slow down and like ask yourself, what is it that matters to me? What is this control serving? Besides helping me feel safe, that's the shit, but what's the actual goal? Because there's always both in it. There's something that matters to me, that I want to be created. And the more you can drill down and the more specific and the more you can honor that feeling of wanting to have control in the sense of it being a way of an unhealthy way of protecting the things that you value, and you can drill through the unhealthy to the thing that you value, and you can name it, and then you can bring it up to the surface and you can speak it, then you're leading. because then you're giving an articulation around the thing that's really important, that's really purposeful, that really matters to you, and you're putting it out there in the world, and you're letting somebody step up and to create that for you. And then you don't need to settle for anything less than what you want, because you really know what it is and you can really speak it. And you also don't need to be spending your time doing the things that should be delegated. I hope this helps. If you have any questions about how to do this effectively, leave a comment below, send me an email. I'm happy to help. Today is the perfect day for you to create who you are. You are loved and you are powerful. And I am loving you simply for your being here. I'll talk to you soon.